Red group from Miss Delgado's class. Here is your line right here. I wanted to go ahead and play it for you so you can hear what you have so far. Just listen. Okay, and so that's what you have so far. And so I wanted to go ahead and start working with chords. Last week we worked with chords, and I do believe you guys figured out that, just a minute, let me see here, that the chords that are best to use for your group are a C chord on the first one. For the third beat, for the first measure, another C chord, and then for here, F, and then here would be a G. Okay? So if you remember, chords were made up of 3 notes, and they were a series of skips. So we start off with the C on the C chord. A skip up from C is E, and then a skip up from E is G. All right? Then we had this one here. It's the same thing, so we're going to bring it a C, oops, a C, and an E, and a G. And then here we had an F, so we have an F, and a skip up from F is A, and a skip up from A is C, but I'm going to bring this C down here, like that. And then finally the G, we have G, make that a quarter note, a G, and then we'll make a B, and rather than have the D up here, we're going to make it all the way down here. Okay? So I wanted you to hear what it sounds like with your line, these chords. All right, so here it is. Okay, so that's what we have so far. And so now what I want to do is I want to actually have you guys create a bass line using these chords, a good bass line. Now, your bass line will be written in the bass clef, but for today, I'm going to change that to treble clef just to make it easier to read. Okay? We've been doing Staff Wars, so you guys should be able to read these notes on the lines and spaces. Okay, so here's how you're going to write your bass line. You're going to take this chord, this C major chord, choose a note from here to start off your line. And I'm telling you right now, a good bass note would be C. I'll put a C here. And then choose a note to make for your second beat, and it's always good with a bass line to go with 2 at a time. So I will choose C again. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a nice steady beat. Remember, a bass line should consist of a very easy rhythm with 2 to 3 notes. So we have C, C. Now we could do another 2 C's, but that would be a little too easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the note that we did not use here, which was G. I'm going to put that here, just 2 tas there. Okay? And then, I don't want to be going all over the yard. I want to stick it pretty close because that makes for an easy line as well. So let me see. I used F up here. So F, I have A. A is right next to G. So I can put an A here, and I'll go ahead and put a second one to make it easy. And then finally, I do have a G. So I'll make a nice G here. Bass also works very well when you use the root of the chord. The root of the chord is of the bottom note, the name of the chord. Okay? So for here it would be C and C. The root of the F chord is the F, and the root of the G chord is the G. So I'm going to go ahead and put A, and then G here. Okay? Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you hear what this sounds like. Listen. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off, let me see, I'm going to take these chords away, and I want you to hear what it sounds like without these chords playing. So I want you to hear what it sounds like now. It sounds very, very nice, very, very musical. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to get with your group and make a different bass line. You can't use my exact one because this, quite frankly, is a little too easy. The 8 tas, I mean, it's a good bass line, but I don't want you to use my line. I want you to change it up just a little bit. And I'm going to leave these chords here so you'll know what to use. So you used a C chord. Whoops. You used a C chord here. And then you used an F chord here. You have the F as the root, A, but rather than do the C, you did the C right here. And then the G, the B, and then we move the D to the bottom. Okay? So these are the chords that you're going to use to construct your bass line. And if you get done early enough, you can even go ahead and write a spicy line, which I can help you with that too as well. Alright, so that is your job. You're going to construct a bass line.